All right, everybody, we are here with the founder of MogulCon on today, Dr. Felicia Phillips. How are you doing on today?
I'm doing amazing today.
Yeah, I heard that when you were on the stage. You sounded amazing.
Thank you.
All right, so we're gonna start from the top.
Okay.
So tell everybody a little bit about you, your background, where you come from, all that good stuff.
So believe it or not, I was actually born right here in Atlanta.
That's not possible.
Yeah, I know, because we're such a transit city right now.
Not
Nobody's from Atlanta. Okay. I am from Atlanta and proud of it.
What part?
I was born in Atlanta, but we moved to Decatur in the 70s, so I grew up in Decatur.
So Decatur was a whole different city.
It was a whole different
city back then.
Yes, looked totally different. I started my business in 1990.
Really?
Yes.
Nice. What was that business?
It was a durable medical equipment business.
Seriously?
Seriously, yes.
In the 90s?
In the 90s, yes. I mean, hey, sick people don't stop just for the 90s, okay?
This is true. This is absolutely true. Okay, so you started that business.
Started that business. It was a great business because I was frustrated. I was at Georgia State University. I was working 2 full-time jobs, but I actually come from a family of entrepreneurs. And so I had always known I wanted my own business, but sometimes you have to get to that crossroad where you know it's time and you have to make a decision.
Yes.
And so I made a decision to start the business, and it really catapulted me as a serial entrepreneur because at that point I began to invest in real estate. I actually became a mortgage banker and really just grew the business. And a lot of success, but a lot of trials and tribulations, like most entrepreneurs, that build character. I think sometimes we're so afraid of failing that we forget there are lessons in failing. But failing is not an end all. It is a promotion to the next level. And the reason why is because now you know what not to do.
Absolutely.
Now you know what not to do. And so when that happened, we were going through the recession, the first recession. Everything was bombing, right? So real estate was bombing, the automotive industry was bombing. And so all the things that we know at the core of this United States of America to be profitable, to be ways to go into business and make money, were failing. Our stock market crashed, right?
Yeah.
So nothing that we know that would give us a return of investment was there. And so for me, I remember I was in the midst of building a few subdivisions, and then the market crashed, so that meant all financing stopped.
Yeah, like literally everything went deadlocked.
I'm sure some of you remember you would see beautiful subdivisions with houses that were half built or frames there, right? Because everybody was afraid, like what is really happening? And so I remember sitting in my home thinking, what is going to be my next move? Because I never want to do something where I feel that someone has control over how I make my money and how I live, right? Because I'm a mom, I have children, my parents are with me. So that's very important. And what I promise myself, because oftentimes we say, I want to build a legacy. Legacy, we always immediately think family, right?
That's true.
But here's the thing, if you really want to build a legacy, true success is when you can empower other people. When you can empower other people to be successful by what you do, that is a real legacy because it lives far beyond.
Absolutely. This is absolutely.
Yes.
All right, okay. So that was your first business, and then you went on to have 9 other businesses,
Yes,
correct?
I had several other businesses, from technology to logistics, so a lot of different businesses. And I honestly believe that when I was going through the transition, it gave me the confidence to be a business coach. Because what we find a lot are people that will go take some classes and get a cookie cutter.
It's the easiest thing to do,
right?
honestly, to fill
and
the
then
gap.
tomorrow they're a business coach. The problem with that is they don't have a reference point. They've never run a business. And like I said on stage, just because you have a skill set, that doesn't mean you know how to operate a business.
This is true.
Okay? And so when you have a real person, a coach that is a master business strategist like I am, they will be able to direct you no matter what industry you're in.
So it should be across the board.
It should be across the board. Why? Because they've operated within the realm of several other businesses, and so they have a reference point, they have a knowledge base, and they can then give you the advice that you need in order to help to propel your business. They should be a true catalyst for you.
So because I heard you on stage, so the ideology of you being good on your feet in essence, so if anybody asks any questions, to be able to make those moves and make those words, you would advise versus the book knowledge that comes from me flipping pages.
Experience in life is always the best teacher.
This is very true.
Right? How many people do we know with tons of degrees and they're broke? Don't put your hands up.
I have like 4 degrees.
Okay? Right?
I'm from,
And I'm going to tell you why that happens. That happens because we're always trying to prepare. Like, it's got to be perfect. It's nothing perfect about success. What it is preparation. Preparation leads to the success. Right? We overthink things. It's got to be exactly like this. How many influencers do we know that they will put out a product and not sell one?
True.
Right?
This is true.
The whole thing about being in business is you have to have a plan. And I'm not saying a plan in the sense of a traditional business plan, but what I am saying is you've got to have a roadmap that you know where you're going, a step-by-step process. And if you're engaging someone to advise you that has not achieved the success that you're looking for, you're on a dead end.
That's true. All right, so on that note, let's talk about mentorship, because you touched on that inside of there.
Yes.
When looking for a mentor, well, I guess the better question is, should you be looking for a mentor, or should you be busy in your vineyard area and just kind of keeping an eye on who's working around you?
Okay, so I have a totally different perspective on that.
I figured you would.
Because entrepreneurship is very spiritual. My thing that I say all the time is that entrepreneurship is the most faith-based journey you will ever take. Okay? And if you don't have a solid foundation, it will break you. It will break you. And so I believe in divine order. And I believe that whoever that mentor is, they'll be positioned for you to see them. And you will know in that moment that this is who I'm supposed to align myself with. This person has the wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding that I need to take my business to the next level.
I like that. We know you have to walk a fine line because not everybody's faith-based.
Right,
So
and that's why I
mindful.
said they will attract to you. You attract what you put out, right?
This is true, bro.
Right. Everybody that comes in this room, I can feel. Everybody puts off a certain energy, right? But if you're not in tune with that, you'll miss it. You'll just enter the room and see people, right? So entrepreneurship revolves around a mindset. Okay.
I agree. I believe that. Okay, so let's talk about this amazing event. Because there's everything from vendors to speakers to what inspired you to want to do this? I'm sure you had a lot of inspirations, but what would be the
inspiration for me? And you're right. There are several things, but the one main thing is that I think we're getting caught up in what we see on social media, and we're forgetting about how to run a true business. Right? We're so busy showboating and I gotta have this and that. There's a lot of pressure that comes with that, right? To show up in that manner. Because once you start it, you gotta finish,
maintain it,
right?
Maintain
and there are a lot of people out here who look successful, but guess what? The money's not there. They're not liquid. Okay? What I want these people to build are bankable businesses. Okay? These are bankable businesses. They need to get a loan. They need to get credit. If they've got to do things, they are now getting the knowledge, because they may not be here today, but where you start doesn't determine how you finish. Okay? But they can get the knowledge to say, okay, what I'm doing is not right today, but I can get to where I want to go and become a bankable business that people will want to invest in and buy from.
Okay. So I'm good. I like to give people takeaways. So the individuals that are here or the people that are listening, what are 3 things? I'll say 3. I know you're good on your feet. So I know you're good on your feet. So we're going to say 3 things that you want to leave, because this is pretty much geared to women, correct? This is for empowerment.
It is.
I'm sure you do. I know you do everybody.
Yeah, it is geared towards women. Here's what I want them to understand. We're all afraid of something, okay? And people, there are tons of books that talk about fear. But what you have to understand about that fear is that you can change the trajectory of it and use it as fuel to move your business forward, to move the ideas that you have forward. The next thing that I want them to remember is to be clear about their level of commitment. I think that because we've glamorized entrepreneurship, people do not realize the true commitment of what it takes to get to a certain level. So do your research. Find out what is it going to take for me to achieve the success that I really want, and then create a roadmap around that. The roadmap is this. One, what are my capabilities in fulfilling what it is that I want to take into the marketplace? Two, do I have the financial capability to make it happen? And three, who do I need to help me? Because we have to stop building jobs for ourselves. We have to build businesses. That means you're going to need employees, you're going to need a team that can take your business to the next level. Those are the three things that I would do with your audience.
I'm scared to ask any more questions because I feel we'll be here for another hour and I would enjoy every minute of it. But I know that she's busy and I want to make sure I get good footage for her. So any parting words you want to leave with the people before we leave?
I want to see you at MogulCon 2020 in Atlanta. We're going to be at the Whitley Hotel next year. You can find out more about MogulCon by visiting MogulCon.com.
How did they get in touch with you?
You can find me on all social media platforms at I am Dr. Phillips.
All right, and there you have it. We're going to let her go and I will see you guys on the inside.